everybody. I am Sarah with Sarah's Clean Slate, and this is part 2 of inking a shirt. So if you are just tuning in, we did the back side of the shirt earlier today, as you can see, and I had to go to the store and do some things, so I needed to let it dry. So I have our Chocateur logo on the back, and it is nice and dry, and I am sure hoping that it is centered. Not feeling very centered all of a sudden, but maybe it is. So that is where that's gonna hang. And then we are going to do the front right now. So I have my colors and my inks. Oops, I don't need water. And I wanna show you, so this is our ink. Our ink, this is our chalk paste. It has a black lid, and our ink has a white paste. Our chalk paste goes on surfaces, and in fact, I made a sign. I don't know, I think you can see it right here. So that is the same thing that I made on a surface, and I will be making it on a shirt right now, so that you can see how easy and versatile it is on multiple surfaces. So let's get over here into making sure that I am live, and that kind of helps. And there we go, make sure my sound is off. There we go. Okay, there we go. All right, so the first thing you want to do when you're inking is we have a fantastic mat, and we're going to put it underneath the shirt. So this shirt is actually going to be a little bit large because I like to wear them loose when I wear leggings, because leggings are kind of tight. So all I'm doing is I'm just kind of finding the center of the shirt, and I'm going to work my way down. I try to put my seam on the edge. That way my seam is on the edge of both of them, and that way I am kind of centered. So I'm going to do that. And then I'm just going to straighten it out because it's sticky. And the reason it's sticky is so that it won't go anywhere while we're inking. So I'm just going to back up a little bit. And what we'll do is we will actually, there you go. And then, no. There you go. You can kind of see what I'm doing. I'll actually probably switch it out, so that, ouch, you can kind of see. I want to make sure my seam stays in the right place, and I'm just going to work my way down. And usually I do this before like on the last live, I did this before the live started so that you didn't sit here waiting for me to get it together. But I also know sometimes that you like to exactly see how we do it, and so I want to make sure that you guys can see. And it's really not that hard. You just got to get it all nice and straight, and it just takes a minute, and I'm impatient, of course, because I want it to work the first time. So I think I'm getting there. And all that matters really is if your design is nice and flat in the middle, which is what I'm doing right now. So, and I want to make sure that my design is centered, because that'll look weird if it's not. So basically all I'm going to do is my mat is actually more off to the left from me than it is on the right. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to center my design via the shirt and not the mat. So my collar is right here, so I'm going to put my design right here. Now let's see if I can, yes, you may. So let's see if I can do this and then switch it over. There we go. So now you can see the project a little bit bigger. And I'm actually going to move, let me see. Okay. Now, okay, hopefully you can see what I'm doing. I'm trying to get it all nice and straight. Okay, like I said again, my mat is not necessarily centered in the shirt. It's actually centered, not right now, Ariana, tell your sister. then she gets up and gets her own drink. I don't need the spills. Now go tell your big sister. Okay, so I'm gonna center it according to the neckline. And what we're gonna do is, my neckline is here. So I'm just gonna kind of come down just a smidgen and do this. Make sure, I'm gonna come up a little bit. There we go. My mat is still there. Yeah, I still have a mat, barely, but I still have a mat. I need to scoot the mat down probably a little bit, but I'm not going to. So, if you're just joining, please say hello, give it a share, and if you have never heard of Chocateur, please write #new. And if you would like information about joining my VIP group, then write #VIP. If you're super curious and would like to know about joining the team for $99, please write #join. And if you like something, please give me a heart and please share. So, we're going to do that. There we go. Now I can see. Okay. Okay, there we go. Now, so I have 3 colors that I have picked over here. And what we do is we use, when we're all done, we're gonna heat set it, and then that way I can wash and go. So I just wanna make sure that my shirt is not gonna wander off. There we go. Because that would be kind of, and then I'm gonna try to do it in 3 different colors. So, because I cannot do black cats in black, we're gonna do black cats in silver. So I think we'll start with the white for the spooky and the bat, because I can't, since my shirt is black. I don't do a lot of white shirts because they don't stay white. There's just way too much going on in this life for that. So we're gonna do that. And I'm actually going to bring the plastic down from my mat to kind of protect my tablecloth over here. And that way if I get something on the tablecloth, it actually gets on the plastic. I don't know if you can see all that. I think you can. Okay, so we're gonna start with the white. And the ink is always nice. The chalk paste dries while you're working, so you have to be careful. The ink is, I just get a little bit, and then I'm just going to put it on. And because I even have a multi-tool if I need it, which I might. I'm just gonna cross over, and then I'm just gonna get into the smaller areas, and that's when the multi-tool comes in handy, because I don't wanna get the Halloween in white. I want to get only spooky in white. So as you can see, I'm being quite liberal with it because I want it to fully go through the silk screen. And then, there we go. And that's all I'm doing, is I'm just getting it all the way through the silk screen, making sure I don't get the Halloween, but that I get, and then I'm going to come back through and kind of clean it up and put the excess back in the container. So this is how easy inking is, guys. Super, super simple. I remember when I first started doing Chocateur, I was super nervous to ink because ink is, you know, it's definitely more permanent. But it's not something you need to be afraid of. So, and I did not pay a lot for this shirt, so I don't feel too bad if it gets ruined. Okay, so I'm gonna leave this right there, and I have my Clorox wipes because I do have a tendency to get it on my fingers. I hate it when I can see on screen that I have my hair in the wrong place. So bear with me, it's been a hot and muggy day. So let's see. We're gonna let that dry for a second. And I love when you come watch Shay, I do enjoy it. So we're just gonna do a few invites and see if Anybody else wants to hang on? There we go. I'm just kind of, there we go. And then, thanks. Okay, so I have a little bit on my fingers, so I'm just gonna get my, I know I almost need, I know some designers have like two when they're doing their videos, because someone can do all the electric work while the other one is working, and sometimes that helps, you know, so you guys are not just watching nonsense. I'm not that good, so I have to go like this. Whew. And then, okay. Okay, so I shared it to a couple sites. Now we'll go into the black cats. So we're gonna get, okay, I may need the multi-tool because, so, and I have, okay. Now, I'm gonna open our silver ink. Now this is practically brand new. I don't know if I've actually ever used it. Nope, I haven't used it. So we're gonna open it. I'm gonna try not to get it all over my fingers, but save some of the ink, because you know, you want to use it again and not get it on the shirt. So I have Clorox wipes, and I'm just going to wipe my hands off real quick. Okay, now here we go. Okay, now all I'm going to do is just take a little bit of this. It's really cool. It's a really fun silver, and there we go. This is going to be a really fun shirt to wear. Unfortunately, well, I mean, great. I've been on kind of a keto diet, and so I've lost some weight. So this shirt is actually going to probably be a little too big. But you know what? I bought it, and sometimes a loose shirt will look okay. And I'm gonna probably make another one. We have a 3-day event. I'm sure if you were watching the other video, you heard me mention it, but we have a 3-day event coming up. So I wanna have some advertising to sell, hence why I did a Halloween. Okay, now let's do our papaya, which I don't think I've opened yet either. No. These are harder to open because they actually have the film from, they package them differently now. So, I like this in the sense that it keeps them, from drying out, but no matter how I try not to get ink on my hands, I never fail to get ink on my hands. So, there we go. I think we're good. Okay, so we're gonna use the papaya color for the Halloween part. So we're gonna get another, it's good to have several of these around. And I'm just gonna hold it and come in and do it. It's a little bit darker. So I'm just gonna apply it on the Halloween and then cover all of my openings. Now the decision to be made is whether or not I should do the bat in orange or silver. Anybody got an opinion? Someone tell me what they think. Ooh, yes, I've been keeping busy. I have a 3-day event coming up, and it's time to get some stuff made. So later this week, I will actually be doing a wedding sign. So, okay, so what I'm gonna do here, because I need handy dandy multi-tool, and I took a kind of a hiatus. I'm sure if you did not hear, this poor family had a small fire. So we had to be relocated and we purchased a home, but that kind of puts doing lives a little bit more complicated. So all I'm gonna do here is I just wanna make sure that because orange can be a little bit tricky, I just wanna make sure that I've got all the letters covered. I wanna make sure that it comes out nice and strong. I don't want it to be weak. So I'm just kind of doing it again to make sure. And then I'll put the excess back in. Shay, I love the metallics as well. That silver just comes out so good. I know you guys probably cannot see it as well, but I really like it. Okay, so, okay, now, let's see, come back to my clock swipe and we'll clean up. Trick or treat, oh, no, we gotta do the bat. So let's do the bat in white. Did anybody give me an opinion? No, nobody gave me an opinion. You're supposed to give me an opinion. Give me a vote on what you thought. So we're just gonna do the bat in white because I did the other bat in white anyways. So I'll do this one in white. And then we'll do trick or treat in silver. So, and so, trying not to touch trick or treat, which, as you can see, I've used him before, so he's got a little bit of ghosting, but that's okay, as long as it's not in the in the silkscreen part, you're fine. So I'm gonna wipe them off, and then we're gonna do the trick or treat part in silver, because I think that will come out good. And if you have never heard, please share. And we're just going to, there we go. There we go. I was thinking, there we go, anybody else here? We're kind of, there it comes, it's looking really good. Have to be careful not to get back onto, yeah. Okay, and then I was going to see if, okay, and we're just gonna come up here and finish. Okay. I'm just kind of trying to do it kind of sparingly. The corner of my T is over here, but I don't want to get the star. The nice thing that's different between the ink and the chalk paste is that with the chalk paste, you have to work fast enough that it doesn't dry inside your transfer. And with ink, that is not as scary because you can just kind of oh, you guys, I have to hurry, the hubby's home. Okay, so, okay, all right. So I'm just making sure I've covered all my bases and gonna come through and clean it up. Okay, okay. Okay, so I think this looks pretty good. What do you guys think? So, okay. I try to get my projects done after kids go to bed and before hubby gets home. Either after they go to bed for the night or, you know, so today that is not a successful thing. So, okay, so I wiped him off so we can use him again. Wipe my multi-tool. Okay, haunted houses. I think we're gonna make in white. So here we go with that. And I'm just gonna kind of goop it on. And then this is a nice square. I don't have to stress so much about things crossing over. So I'm just gonna kind of, as you can tell, I used it on the board, I did it in black. So we're just kind of, I think the silver is going to look really good though. So we'll see, I could be wrong. So we're just gonna kind of put a little bit more here. Okay. Okay, and as you can see, I'm making sure I have no comments. All right. If you are just tuning in, I am Sarah with Sarah's Clean Slate. I'm an independent designer with Chalk Couture. And we are making a Halloween shirt. The Spirit of Halloween, I think is what it's called. And super easy. As you can see, our transfers can be used on surfaces as well as clothing. So I'm going to do that. The October 31st is going to be in orange. So I'm going to come around and just kind of sew like this. There we go. So, okay. And then we're just gonna make sure, I like to come in over and do it a second time. When you use a black shirt, I notice that it sucks it all up and not always all the color shows up. So I kind of come in and give it some extra. And then when it's dry, I'm gonna heat set it. What that means is I will, with a iron or a heat press. An iron, you use parchment paper, well you use parchment paper on both. But, so, let me see, how are we doing here? Okay, so now we're going to do, I think the ghosts need to be a metallic, don't you think? I think so. So we'll do our ghosts in metallic. Okay. Okay, and then I'm just kind of, we're almost done, as you can see. I'm just going to finish up these letters. And I'm just going to come across, this silver goes in really well. And I hope it comes out looking really well. I'm really liking the way it looks. Make it nice and strong. And then I'm going to come back over here. And the very last is going to be the jack-o'-lanterns. And I'm just going to kind of plap color down here. And I'm just going to kind of, and I want to, so I'm sure you can hear my 3-year-old. And we are just going to do it like this. So, every month we have what we call as Club Couture. If you're interested, it's only $19.99 a month, and you get Happy Mail. You get fun things like some of the stuff that's behind me. I don't know if you can see it. Oh yeah, Creep It Real, there it is. That was our Club Couture of the month, and it came out super cute, but he'll come with 3 little colors, and shipping is totally free, which is kind of nice, because I'm all about Amazon Prime, so I love free shipping. So it comes straight from the warehouse in Utah, and you will get it, you'll get charged on the 5th of every month, and you will get it in the mail shortly after. And all you have to do is go to my website, which is already on here, and click Club Couture, and you can join. Super easy, lots of fun, and all kinds of goodies come in the mail every single month. Okay, so I'm gonna close these up so I don't get them on my shirt, because I have a really good habit of getting stuff on my shirt when I'm not looking, or when I'm trying to be oh so careful, but I leave the pots open and a corner or a sleeve of the shirt will get on it. So I'm gonna close it up, and then, okay, here we go. You guys ready? Okay. So I'm pulling it up. It's coming from the bottom, so you guys can't actually see it. There you go. So my silver is not always perfect, but it looks pretty good. I'm not unhappy. So I just need to touch it up a little bit better. I may do an overlay later on and try to get the black cats and the trick or treat and the ghosts to be, Allison, take this please. Here, rinse that for me. So all we're gonna do now is we're gonna actually let it lay here and dry. So that, thank you for that. Just rinse it for me, babe. We're gonna let it dry, and then I will come back and heat press it. And if I really want it to be a little bit brighter, I might try to overlay. Overlaying is a little hard though, I won't lie, because you have to get it just perfect, and that's really hard to do. So I may not, because I'm not really unhappy with it. The good silver and the white is really close together, so next time I might pick a different color, but not bad. Okay, so this is part 2. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see. Let me see if I can turn it around so you can see it a little bit better. I'll try doing that. I'm gonna leave this in here, and so you can see it a little bit better. There you go. And see, it comes out really cute. I'm really pleased. Shows up on screen really well, I won't lie. Allison. So we're having a little minor earthquakes over here. She's shaking it all up. But anyway, so thanks for hanging out. If you have any questions, please send me a message, and I'll be back later this week to do a wedding sign. So I will talk to you soon. Bye, guys.